Hey everybody, welcome back to the Council of Reeds here at the comic shop in Liverpool. I'm Dylan, here with Jason.
G'day.
Nitin.
What's up?
Fommy.
Hey.
And no Dave, because he's still on holiday.
Daveless.
Daveless. Okay, this
We didn't
week...
get any submissions either, people. Come on. Slacking. Too late now.
Yep. Too late. Too late.
Okay, this week our feature comics are Doctor Strange, Fall Sunrise #1.
Get on the acid.
And Ronin, Book 2.
Pretty.
Also,
Issue 1.
very, very good.
Artistically. Also got the Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special. 2 of us checked out.
Boy, oh boy.
Oh, I'm excited.
Is it special because we don't use the R word anymore? Okay.
It wishes it was that kind of special.
Oh, okay.
Please would be entertaining.
Star Wars Andor, Episode 12. Thank you, Fommy.
Finale. Season finale.
And,
I think it's just the mid-season break.
yeah, because it was 24 episodes, right, Fommy?
That's
Yeah.
right.
Oh, my bad.
It's just a really long one.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, like a year? Like a year break?
For what? For what show?
Fuck you. Jason, your film Flashback
Yes!
this week.
Weird. The Weird Al biopic movie. If you haven't seen it,
Oh my god.
A flashback
travel the high
though?
seas
Do whatever you need to do.
because it's phenomenal. Huh?
Is it really a flashback?
It's a flashback to when it came
It's
out
a
a couple
current
weeks ago.
movie.
Whatever.
It came out in the past.
It came... Exactly. You took the words out of my mouth.
Nah.
Okay, comic books.
Comic
Comic
Doctor
books.
Strange. This tried more. My God, the art on this is wow.
So detailed, so simple, so trippy,
So fitting for Doctor Strange.
so colourful.
It's weird, right?
Look at this double page spread right
Beautiful.
But it's not just double-page spreads, it's those tiny little
Oh, yeah.
panels as well. There's one with Dormammu, looks amazing, and just... It's so out there. I only had a bit of a flick. I didn't get to read this one yet, but that is
I mean,
getting read
I
tomorrow.
don't know what happened in the book because it's
No.
very trippy,
Yeah.
but it's so beautiful.
The base, like he's dead and he's woken up.
Yeah.
That's about as much as you know.
And then he's on a journey through this place, and then he sort of gets captured.
He
And
ate the chili.
yeah.
Which is pretty cool with where, even
Yeah.
though there's the other stuff happening in Strange at the moment, you maybe think this might be where his soul goes
Right.
or something like that, perhaps?
At present, you're like, okay, this can fit in.
Damn straight.
Where I'd been thinking it was just out of
Yeah.
continuity.
Yeah,
whatever.
100%.
It still is, but
And
you know what I
that's
mean?
right, but it can still
Yeah, at
link,
present.
could link in. Yeah, very cool.
Wow.
Very pretty.
But yeah, if you
The
like
art
the
is-
out there sort of stuff,
It just suits Doctor Strange so much.
massively.
I can see lots of people not being into
Oh,
this
100%.
art,
Yeah.
but it's awesome though.
Well, they need to educate themselves.
And like, sometimes, like when he did the Silver Surface mini, fantastic. Some of his faces can get a little goofy, but if you can get with that, everything else is, and even then, it's a style.
That's
Yes.
right. It's not like Greg Land where it's just bad faces. It's a style. It's what he chooses to do with his art. Where
Annihilate that later.
Greg Land.
Yeah,
Oh, is he?
mate.
Oh man.
Okay.
I told you,
Mate.
those
I
red
know.
stars. And how many chances did he
Mate.
get to do it right?
I
And
look
and it's
forward
near
to
the back
this.
of the book where it is horrendous.
Every panel, I'm just like,
It is amazing. Nitin. It is amazing.
I think it was the first thing I just showed Dylan.
Yeah, and
the
there's
next day.
there's no such thing as character model in
I
that
showed
book.
you all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's more.
Yeah. After I went home and looked for it,
It's
I'm like,
ridiculous.
Dylan. Anyway, next up, Frank Miller's Ronin Book 2, Issue 1. So it's sequel to the classic Frank Miller Ronin series, but this time layouts by Frank, pencils by Philip Tan.
This is another book
And
that
this
is
is
very
gorgeous.
beautiful art. I think almost every page is like a double page spread
Yes.
with some paneling, but mainly just a double page spread. And it's basically Lone Wolf and Cub
Yes.
fights a demon. I guess there's more involved, but it's so beautiful, this book.
And like it's
It's
got the zippy tone greys
Yeah.
and the
like he's aping Frank Miller, like early good Frank Miller,
Yeah.
real hard.
I think this might be the prettiest book of the week.
Yeah,
Prettiest book of the week.
yeah. For a black and white book,
Yeah. Because it's so not just black and
Mhm.
white, right? Like they use the tones. And
oh yeah, there's mad grey tones all over the place, but it's so.
the story
good.
was okay, but the art was.
Art is the selling point of this book.
Because Frank is past his best.
Yes. for sure.
And Philip Tan can can draw a great picture, but layouts and storytelling is probably his weakness.
It's a perfect match then.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like,
You've never seen a better looking Philip Tan.
and the art is Frank Miller /
Trying not to look.
Capullo.
Yeah,
Nice.
You know, there's Capullo elements in it as well.
Big time. Like the monster and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just picked
Like
up.
this page. Look at this double page, which is jumping with
Yes.
That's
the
good.
baby on the back.
I've wanted to pick up the first trade for a while, so now I just thought this is the perfect time, so I'll try and get that read this week. See how we go.
So good.
Alrighty, let's look at some other books this week. From Boom Studios and Jason Aaron, and a couple of different artists. Once Upon a Time at the End of the World. This was actually really good. I like this. Anybody else check it out? No?
I didn't get to that one.
So it's a girl, like it's post-apocalyptic. She's in a little rowboat, and she's getting attacked. And she breaks into this building who's basically a teenage boy. She's a teenage girl. A teenage boy is like alone. He's got a book pool room, a safe room which is just all pillows and plush toys, an venting room, an elevator zoo. So he's just locked in there and surviving by himself, and I think he gets a bit of a crush on her, and it was not bad, like typical. I only really gave it a shot because of Jason Aaron's name. You know what I mean? Otherwise, I was like, like the solicitor, I was like, whatever. But I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was not bad at all. I will definitely read issue 2 to see how it goes.
Can you put that away for me then, please?
Sure.
Thank you.
I thought that was the case.
Sure, guys.
Next up, from Aftershock, Mark Sable and Andrea Lempieri, Fear of a Red Planet. This was like Mars colony western sort of thing.
Okay.
Story was not too bad. Very typical. There's a marshal and there's some people.
It's a Western
Yes,
story.
Western.
Yeah.
The art is a little bit of a struggle, to be honest. It's a bit moody, which sort of fits the story, but it was not pleasing to the eye. Yeah. Like at first, I was nearly like, but when I was reading it, it didn't bother me so much.
I do like the color palette they've used.
Yeah.
It's like a really, really rough Greg Rucka.
Is the writer?
No, hang on, Rucka. Who did Berserker?
Gunny?
Wrong guy.
Garney, sorry. Garney is what I meant. Sorry.
It's gonna be pretty bad to be a rough wrong guy.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I said what I said.
See, I thought I had
Got the name right.
John Paul Leon vibes. But like, I don't want to get too much into stuff, but it was not bad.
Yeah.
If you like your westerns, or your sci-fi westerns especially,
Yeah.
I'd be right up your alley, I think.
Mark Sable.
Yeah, I don't know.
It says he wrote Spider-Man.
Yeah, pretty
Probably.
And Batman.
Probably
Same
is.
thing. But am I right? No.
Next up, Star Wars Yoda issue 1. I checked out the new Yoda series. I haven't read a Star Wars comic in quite a while. But this is not bad. So it's sort of prequel era, I guess.
Like after Sith? Before Sith? Before...
I think maybe before. Yeah, before Sith. Before episode 1, maybe, I think. Because you see the council and there's no Qui-Gon and stuff like that and whatever. But it was, actually, I really liked it. A little alien planet. The people are getting raided. They're sort of getting just smashed by these people, and they send out a beacon of save us sort of thing, and Yoda picks it up, and one of the Jedi Masters is like, we're above this. Oh, and Yoda's like, And like Yoda is written very well. You know, like the Yoda speak sometimes is not good.
Oh yeah, I could see that being
There's a lot of him, but I thought they nailed it pretty good actually. So Yoda goes there and spoilers, fucks these people up. But I don't know. I don't know. Maybe because Andor's got me a bit excited about Star Wars for the first time in a few years, and I was like, oh, Star Wars. I haven't read a Star Wars book in a while. And it was alright. Did enjoy it. Alrighty, next up, you read this ones?
Yeah, most of it.
Amazing Spider-Man 14. First part of the Dark Web. That was a bit weird.
I got up to the Dodson stuff. Yeah, it was kind of jumped you in, and it was like, oh, so I'm supposed to know what he's building. Cool. And then he's transported himself. Okay.
Yeah. Well, it's jumping through. It's a whole year in his life.
Yeah, it really
Because it goes into all the
skips and jumps and farts around.
Yeah.
Cole Holt's
Yeah.
art is absolutely ridiculously beautiful.
Yes.
Oh,
and because you don't want him on a normal. Him on Spider-Man generally, I'd be like, oh, no, thank you.
No.
But the limbo-y stuff.
Yeah, 100% was perfect. And Dylan and I were talking about it before the pod. Be great on like a Ghost Rider or something. Imagine his Blackheart. How his Blackheart would look. Holy hell.
Yeah, I like his stuff on the right book.
Yeah,
like
his covers are amazing.
The horror artist.
Yeah.
You would. Him and Doug Mankey. No, Doug Mankey more on monsters, but
Yeah.
Carl Hotz. If you've got a horror book, get him on a book.
Yeah, I loved it. Like if when Strange comes back, see Holds on a Strange book. That'd be like, yeah. It was
Yes, the Ben Reilly. Explaining where Ben is now.
Yeah, Ben's still pissed because he's had all his memories taken away from him since when he last saw the Jackal, and he's trying to build this machine.
Still in New York.
Yeah, because it's sort of it's set after the Beyond stuff they were doing just before this launch. The end of that.
Yes.
Was
So this is kind of going on for what we've been reading in Spidey probably for the last 6 or so issues, which would be the back half of this year, if that makes sense. Because we missed 6 months.
Yes.
Because we don't know why Spidey's not MJ and all the bullshit.
The best bit was the debt collector.
Yes.
That was, like the first time, like debt collector you've seen in this whole series, right? Waiting for Pete, and like he sees blonde Pete there. Parker, right? It's like I'm the Pete Parker, and like whatever. But then later on, like you're like, oh cool, that was interesting, and he sees him sometimes. But at the end, you're like, oh.
Yeah, I didn't see the end bit, so I'll get.
Oh,
to that.
very
cool.
interesting
Cool,
coming
cool.
there then.
Cool.
Yeah, it continues to be a good book.
Yeah.
I'd be interested to see. I hope this crossover doesn't slow its momentum too much. It definitely, I think, will a little. But,
Yeah, for sure it will, but
yeah.
yeah.
I think Zeb's got a good handle on things that keep going. Next up, DC Horror presents Sergeant Rock and the Army of Darkness, Issue 3. Bruce Campbell, Eduardo Rizzo. Man, this book is just fun.
This would have been second book read this week.
This is just comic book.
Add it to your standing order.
Does it matter?
Yeah.
Does it?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it does.
Does it?
It does.
Does
It
it?
really does.
Does it?
Yeah.
We'll talk about that
Yeah.
later. About those other
Shop
ones.
when I'm not finished.
Yeah.
You're coming too early.
Yes.
Yeah, that's your fault.
So yeah, it's Americans shooting Nazi zombies. It's fantastic.
It's great.
Spoilers.
Like Bruce Campbell, because I'm sure he's written an Evil Dead comic.
Yeah, he's written stuff.
Yeah, so he's
The
not.
Bubba Hotep.
Yeah.
I think. He's not the greatest comic book writer.
No, but
it's
for this
very,
book, it suits so
yeah, it's
so well.
simple.
Yeah,
But the art is sensational.
art is, I think, really helps it.
Oh, big time.
He hit his stride writing after
Yes.
that first issue, I think, because all the setups out of the way.
Yeah, because he struggled, I think, with that.
Yeah,
it
It
was
was
a
a
bit
bit of that in
clunky.
the first, but
Yeah.
it's enjoyable.
Yeah. And you can't wait to see
Yeah.
where,
Yeah, just
yeah.
GI shooting Nazi zombies, man.
Yeah. So good.
So good.
Man, we're smashing through this bar fast. It's going to be a short episode, people.
I'm tired.
Creepshow, issue 3 from Skybound and Image Comics. This one was the Frankenvillas did a short story, and the second story is Arilla Cristiana and Jorge Corona. I'm sure I got all of those names wrong, but this is fantastic.
So good. Like you read so fast. For two, I guess maybe
Yes.
it's because two separate stories. You read it so fast.
Oh, I did see that, yeah.
First story is about a dude who makes friends with raccoons.
Yep.
He's a local town barber. Everyone comes in. Everyone starts talking about how people have, died on hunting trips where
Yes.
their head's been ripped off, and just gossip.
Nothing out there that
yeah,
can get them
just
that big.
gossip in the barbershop, and then you find out a little bit of what's going on.
Big fluff.
Mm-hmm. That was really interesting.
Yeah.
Second story is probably the better one.
Yes.
Did you want to say something?
No, I'm ready to take this book off Dylan when he's finished. Have a look.
The second story is
Got me
about
intrigued,
an influencer in Bali or Indonesia
Yeah,
or
yeah.
something like that. they're gonna and she's just on a phone with a boyfriend, breaking up or whatever, and her friends, and she's going there to take photos and just not listening to any locals' advice and just being just I'm a freaking influencer,
yes.
important, blah blah blah. And
But they're asking, maybe cover up a little. This
yeah.
is
He's going to a
place.
temple. Yeah, don't
Yeah.
take bikini shots
Yeah.
in a fucking temple. Anyway, she gets to come up and
Yeah.
and this is pure Creepshow.
It was
sort
the
of-
most Creepshowy story yet.
Yes,
I felt.
100%. I don't know. The Halloween story from the first episode is pretty Creepshow,
Yeah, that's true.
but this one is like
It's more
I would
biting.
see. I would see this in a Creepshow
Yeah.
episode. I don't know. This book is great.
It's just fun.
Yes.
You read it in like 5 minutes, but it's not I didn't feel like it got me worth
like-
there. I was entertained.
Yeah, like Vengeance, Thirst
Yeah.
of Vengeance. You read it quick, but you still get a lot out of it, and it's a really good story. This would be sounds like a good trade.
Yeah. There hasn't been a dud yet.
No.
Interesting.
What's that, 6 stories in there?
Yeah.
I've liked them all. Some better than others, obviously, but they're all good. Alrighty, Fummy. Avengers Forever. Number 11.
Yeah, this is. I don't say this is a dud issue, but it's not a. Didn't stand out for me from what we've been getting. We get a little bit more of a wrap up in regards of next issue's the big battle essentially between the multiverse Masters of Evil and all the different Avenger teams that they've brought together and stuff like that. But yeah, it's just still so much around Robbie Reigns and
All right.
the All Rider, and interesting way that kind of finishes up in this book, which will be interesting into the Alpha. Yeah, I don't know. It's coming together, but
I like this one a bit more than maybe some of the last ones because it felt like it got a bit back on track to A track.
yeah, I just know the end's true. The end's near.
Yeah.
That's the only.
We had the Masters of Evil are in it. And
Yeah, that does help because I forgot about them.
they disappeared for a couple of issues
They
there.
did, yeah.
And some of them were good, the Spotlight issues, but
I just guess I don't know.
I felt it had some, I don't know, cohesion.
The only other thing was like, I've been enjoying the build. I don't know if I'm going to enjoy the end.
Yeah.
It's probably the
Yeah,
my worry.
That's fair.
Yeah. It's good. It's still been good, but
It's not 12 issues.
No.
isn't it?
No.
Still in previews.
Yeah, like, what was it, 14, issue 14
Yeah.
or something in previews? And we were both like,
So maybe it won't finish. Maybe he won't leave.
we just assumed that it was 12.
I'm all good
Yeah.
with that.
Yeah,
Okay. That's,
strange, yeah.
Forever in the title is
12-part miniseries.
Yeah. He'll finish on normal Avengers, then the next Avengers Forever will come out. It'll just be an infinity sign.
Infinity.
you ain't getting rid of me.
Alrighty, DC Vampires. Talking about nearly finished. Issue 11. This is a big issue. All the little separate teams are off doing their fighting and stuff. It was great. The Supergirl Steel team, they run into Lobo, which is great. He's working for the Vamps, but not
But not
turned.
a vamp?
He's just taking a gig. So
Sounds like that.
they make a deal and he takes their gig because he's Lobo.
Yeah.
And then maybe screws him because it's more interesting, as he says. Yeah, it was good. We're getting to the pointy end.
Yeah.
Sure.
Nice pun.
So I don't want to say too much, but
Next issue would be big.
yes.
Well, you'd want to be since it's the last one.
And yeah, because it's going to be three different fronts sort of thing of just going hard next issue. Like, it's going to be just action-packed.
Yeah.
It'd have to finish on a bit of a double size, wouldn't it? Like,
You'd think so.
I thoroughly enjoyed this series. Way more than I ever expected to. Way more. Just fun, silly superhero.
Oh, it's Tom King, right?
No.
No,
No.
it's one of the other ones. Tinian.
Yeah.
Tinian. Oh, King's doing Dark Knight. The Steel.
Yeah.
Superman.
No, that's Tom Taylor.
See, I get them confused.
We can tell.
They got Tums in the name.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, that's it. Alright, next up. Oh, I was going to say the prettiest comic on the stands this week, but probably not. I already said that about Ronin, but Jesus. Vanish, issue 3. Johnny Cage, Ryan Stegman doing the best art of his career. This book is so good.
It's
so good.
Art's amazing, but damn,
Oh.
the story's sensational too.
Because you're so intrigued. So he's you know, sort of the good one. He was the golden child, the promised child, or whatever. And he kills the bad guy, and
I
then
love the way their
they
magic
move here.
tastes.
Yeah,
Jeez.
because
I'm reading this, I'm like,
switching.
he's the good guy here, but he's just absorbing their powers and shit. Okay.
Like he just murders because they're fake superheroes.
Are you reading this?
No.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
dude.
Because like they're like, no, we're different people now.
We've changed. We've changed.
And you're like, nah, just sucking their goddamn magic out of it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So good.
Like, he's the bad guy. Well, at first I just thought it was like gonna be the perception that he was the bad guy and they were the good guys. But no. I think he's just crazy as shit.
Well, the fact that he didn't know where he was at the start of this fight, when he started getting the shit kicked out of him, then she goes, I was just walking along in the park and you jumped out of a tree and attacked me. But he didn't remember any of that shit. There's some other really...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and she punched him. He's like, I punched you and all I can smell on my hand is whiskey. Do you have a shower or something like that? That was great.
Oh, well, speaking of his hands, that part?
Oh, that bit was great.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, because the brother-sister team that, like,
One's
he's
fa-
beaten up.
Yeah.
One's fast and the other one's got, like, invisible wires, like Ninja Scrolls.
Oh, cool.
Yes.
And he sacrifices a hand, let's just say.
I think I saw that when I was flicking
It
through.
was so good.
Let's just say.
Let's just say that. Let's say no more that he loses a hand. Spoilers.
Might magic it back later.
Oh, that's not
That's real subtle. That's real low
There's
key. there.
barely any magic in this book.
We'll go again to, in such a different way, another pretty book. Miracleman,
Yeah.
number 2, The Silver Age, or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Book 5.
It's such a different type of
Yeah.
artwork and colouring, but it's pretty, but
Yeah.
different. But messed up those first couple of pages.
Yeah.
Where he's talking about,
what happened,
watching the documentary about what happened to Johnny and
what he did in England.
They're just eyeballs.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay.
Oh, that's not even the worst part, bro.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'll get to it.
this was good. This is interesting.
Yeah, the second issue of the series that didn't finish.
Yes.
So they'll redrawn.
Yeah.
From like the original, because in the back you've got like the comparisons and
Pages,
stuff.
yeah.
And I feel like some of the original paneling and stuff was better, but overall it's better
Yes,
than
yes,
the new
yes,
one.
yes, yes.
But yeah, young Miracleman is sort of doing a world tour. Everyone's cheering him on, and he's living in sort of a isolation. Not in isolation, like is in a bubble that makes him feel safe
Yes.
because it's not a world that he knew when he came back.
How jarring would it be?
Yeah, oh, for sure. Because Miracleman, OG, he remade the world, made it peace. No war, no famine, no strife, none of that. And he's a young Miracleman. He's getting adjusted to it with the sensibilities of someone from the 40s.
Yes.
So,
Yeah, like he's got his dressing gown on
yeah.
to have a cup of tea with his chap.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of those came out well in the first book too. The first issue.
And then the last few pages.
Yeah.
And then we may have another Johnny.
Yeah.
Such a good book.
Yeah. Well, because at the moment, it could go either way of like,
Because that's sort of what happened.
somebody
to-
pulling some strings to make this happen? Or
Yeah.
is it...
Because what happened there is sort of what happened to Johnny that made him snap. Not exactly, but you know. So, interesting.
Yes, very.
That's a good book.
Yes. Speaking of good books and pretty books for the 5th time this week.
So, very pretty books this week.
Like this book, you're like, it's drawn by who?
I couldn't believe it when you told me. I flicked through it first.
Yes.
And I couldn't tell.
Detective 1066, new artist, the amazing Ivan Reis, looking not very Ivan Reisy.
No.
Oh, for sure.
But still great.
Wow.
Oh,
Yeah, it's like, no way. No way that's
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
you can sort of tell in bits here and there,
Yes.
but if you didn't know, you wouldn't be able to tell this Ivan Reis.
Like
And I
he's
love...
that sort of one shot of Batman getting dressed.
Yeah.
And like that looks a bit superhero-y.
Oh, cool.
And I love Ivan
Yeah.
Reis. Like,
Oh, man. He's
and
one of
this
my
is...
favorites.
He's just a new artist.
Yeah.
And it's fucking great still.
Yeah.
Ivan Reis is awesome.
That's what happened. Like I had to tell Dylan because I'm like, looking for him, like, who's penciling this? Dylan.
So the people that from the Orgum family or whatever
Yeah.
they're called, they're tearing down Arkham.
Yes.
because they own it.
Yes.
They've always owned it.
Yes.
And sort of tearing down the old institutions, I think, is what's happening, including maybe the Wayne family
Yes.
and Bruce Wayne.
Yes.
So that all that stuff's interesting. The stuff with
Harvey.
Two-Face
Oh.
and Freeze and
Oh.
the Demon Dude, whatever his name,
Yeah.
I forgot what his name was.
Yeah.
Yeah. This book is so good. The Harvey stuff is so great. He's like, he's bad, but is he?
Yeah.
Is he gone bad or is he infected?
Yeah.
So good. Like the backup is so good. The art in this.
Yes.
I keep saying that, but fuck.
No. It was a pretty week on the stands. Yeah. Because I think recent... Who was in that before?
Don't know. Albuquerque?
Yeah, Albuquerque. I think they're doing a... Co-doing an issue coming up.
Yeah, one that's split or something.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And this list definitely made it sound like it wasn't just some pages and other pages.
Yeah.
I'm hoping we're getting some really amazing stuff.
Yeah, I'm definitely buying the trade of that.
Yes, it's just great. Well, because it's just... Is Batman being old? And, like, is he losing touch of the city? Is he like, probably my favourite part of the book, the new guy of the family sees Bruce Wayne. Oh, Bruce Wayne, run, whatever. And, like, his sister... oh, no, what do you... Stay away, you know.
Yeah.
He's just a useless rich playboy or whatever. And he's like, really? And I think so.
Yeah.
And but she's like also a bit of like, look, he's not what he used to be, like,
Yeah.
even as the playboy.
Yeah.
He's like, dyed his hair trying to act younger
Yeah.
and to keep up the
facade.
Like, bro, you need to have settled down
Yeah.
a few years ago and moved on in life. And like, he just looks like, oh, that's good stuff. He just
And it's sort of implying that they know he's Batman.
oh yeah.
Like, he's supposed to be a playboy, but he's very muscular
Yeah, look at
and
the size
ripped,
of
and
his
the way
body.
he moves
Yeah.
and stuff sort of belies the fact that, you know, he's not the billionaire playboy that he
Well, yes.
pretends to be.
Yes. What was that, like Gordon and Bruce's conversation in it? I didn't take the mask off. I don't want to know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which was great from
Yeah.
the last issue. Like, Bullock's can like, don't take the mask off.
Yeah.
We don't know this. We're not supposed to know this.
Yeah.
It's like, that was great.
Yeah. Next up, Dylan, Action Comics 1049, Part 5 of the Kal-El Returns.
This stuff's been really good, but
Yes.
I do just feel like it is building up to what's coming later.
Yeah.
Because it's still just setting up Metallo, and all that stuff is really cool. But yeah, it's been a couple issues of that, and some of the Apocalypse stuff. But the Metallo stuff, I'm super excited for. But yeah, like I said, it's still just building up.
Yeah.
And who's on art? Was it Perkins?
Perkins. So
He
great.
does a great Superman.
It's not, I would never have thought of him
Yeah.
for Superman, but man, this is very cool.
Yeah, that's fantastic Superman.
He's underrated, Perkins.
Basically, Lex is talking to Metallo, and he's saying, yeah, like Metallo's sister went missing in the previous issue, and they're having a discussion about that. And Lex basically says, look, there was like an incident at her house. 2 guys, were shot over, like a drug deal gone wrong, and the gun was found in her possession. She's going to a prison that I own. So if you want leniency, you're gonna do what I tell you.
Yeah. Gotta play the
Just
game.
Luther being scum.
Yeah.
Exactly. And he's like, I've got a new body for you, and you're finally going to be on the same playing field as Superman.
Cool.
So, like, please give it to me now. There's just more build up.
Yeah. Instead of a bridge.
Yeah.
Speaking of Superman, did you see Robert Downey Jr. with his bald head this week? Everyone's
Yes.
going, oh, Lex Luthor, Lex Luthor,
No,
Lex
I
Luthor.
didn't.
Yeah. You
Oh.
shave
Shave his head.
skin.
It'll actually work well.
Oh,
I think it'd be...
Alright.
He's probably for something else.
I'm sure it is, but all the
No way
fanboys
he's-
make all the
Yeah.
fanboys
No
make
way
crazy.
Robert
going,
Downey Jr. Iron Man is going to be Lex Luthor.
Ooh, what makes you say that so quickly? You give him enough money, I think he'd do it.
I wouldn't like him as Lex, to be honest.
I don't
I
think
mean,
so.
I wouldn't
but
say he would be bad Lex Luthor.
Nah, I would say.
I just don't think he would do it.
Oh, he would do it in a heartbeat.
Yeah, I think he would.
You
The
reckon?
challenge.
Yeah. Yeah, especially with James Gunn at the helm
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
it's like the polar opposite
Yeah.
of what he
Yeah.
was before.
He's
yeah.
not like being
I know,
another
I guess.
hero.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
I think it's the same as like Henry Cavill wouldn't play Superior.
Hyperion.
Hyperion.
We definitely want to play Superior.
I think he would have if he had to. It was definitely a big ball play. I'm going.
Yeah, well, that's it. Yeah, you
Yeah.
put your cards on
Yeah.
the table, didn't
And
you?
The Rock was like, okay.
Like, come on, bro! This is our chance, or he's gone. Alrighty, last book in the pile. Book of the week.
Bullshit that I wanted to complain about.
Hugh Target, book 9. What do you complain about?
Greg Land. You said it was Greg Land I was going to complain about.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What's that?
Go get
Go
one.
grab all out
All out,
Avengers.
all out.
I'll grab.
We all read this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't read this? Yes.
Human target deal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is fantastic.
The threat,
Um,
the looming threat of the cover just stays with you
Right.
for the whole book. And I'm like, how silly are these guys? You put him on the front cover, and then you talk about him the whole book. What a stupid build-up. And you pricks at the
Yeah.
end. You smart pricks.
But just when he's freaking out in the car,
Yeah.
talking to
It
me
was
now.
freaking out the car, punching a random stranger in a
punching was the
cafe.
best.
There's no matches. Like he
It's
knows
like-
matches him alone, but he's not
Yeah.
matches.
I just like, my hand didn't hurt as much as I thought it would.
Uh-oh.
Yes.
Great. That's just such a funny way to realise you haven't punched Batman.
Yeah.
That
And
is
like
so
she-
funny.
She don't know what's going on.
Oh, plus what he just said to her
Yeah.
2 minutes
I'm
before, because
getting to
I
that.
think most of us forgot that she didn't know that he was dying, which was the break for this book didn't help. But god damn, what a book!
It was a great way to show why Batman is powerful. Not
Yes.
because he
Yes.
beats everybody and
It's the
he
looming.
he can beat Superman and he can beat the Justice League. No, it's
It's the
that.
reputation.
The
Exactly,
threat. It's the
yeah.
threat,
That,
and
like-
that's the whole street level.
The
I'm not
point-
going to do
Yeah.
what. That's right.
You're gonna look over your
Superstitious
shoulder
urban legend.
and be like, "Shit, he's probably watching me right now. I shouldn't do this." He's gonna freaking
100%.
break my
Just
arm.
like in was it Dark Knight, where he's like, oh, the bat signal, like, no,
I'm done.
yeah, I'm
Yeah,
done.
yeah,
yeah.
Bat signal
No.
was the threat.
100%.
So good.
No, that looks great.
The back his internal monologue is just amazing. Yeah, man, Tom King's writing in this book is phenomenal. Look, the break did hurt a little bit, but god damn, it's a good book.
It's coming out real fast, though.
Yeah.
So I don't maybe just I don't know why it was a break, because I guess the artist just drew it all, because it's coming out pretty regularly.
Well, it was because
quick
he was
even.
having a baby.
Ah,
So he probably just took a month or two
You may
off. But he's
And that's the
obviously
way it
not a
works
super
out.
like he can pump his work out,
Yeah.
but just needed a maternity leave.
yes,
So the schedule's going to get a little messed up. But
Yeah.
And
and then since he's been back, he's
Yeah.
back.
plus I'm fine with it because the art is spectacular.
Ah,
Yeah.
it makes the
style
book.
is just beautiful.
Makes the book.
Yeah.
and we've got a little bit of a what the hell is going on at the end.
Yeah, that's a real intriguing plot point for issue 10.
Yes,
Yep.
yes. Like, yeah, you cannot wait to see what happens
Yeah.
next.
Yeah, it's only got
3 issues left.
Yeah.
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 I wonder if we'll get another one shot in between those three. I think we might. I don't believe. Yeah, this. Yeah. We'll probably. I think this series might finish around September next year. All right,
Alrighty,
bring it on.
Let's get some All Out Avengers issue 3. Landy and Land. Story was alright. You read it?
No,
Ah.
I
you
flipped.
read 2 issues.
It was alright. It's like them fighting a bunch of Red Skull LMDs. So there's 1,000 Red Skulls in there. Not one of them is drawn the same as the previous one.
There's no such thing as model here.
So since Nitin hasn't seen it, we just give it to you, Nitin.
Please.
Okay.
We'll start from the beginning because they
Yes.
do get worse.
Oh boy, I already saw.
Yeah. You ain't seen shit. That's the.
You can't just copy and paste.
Well, he hasn't because they look the same. They look.
Yes.
They look
I mean, you
deformed.
copy everything else. Why can't you just copy this and trace your own fucking art?
And the
that you
worst
trace
part
with something
is,
else?
you got so many chances to get one right.
It's fucking this one on the
No,
side.
yeah.
You're only on the first
fucking
page.
Cap's fucking just dirt face.
Oh yeah, there's some dodgy faces.
Oh, that's
there's
like-
a blade later.
That's like John Walker, like
yeah.
live action John Walker.
Mixed with the
But
dude from
the
Up.
skulls. The girls are pretty though.
Just don't look at the head.
traces from.
Also, like sometimes Red Skull has lips, which he should, but sometimes it doesn't look like he's got lips. Like it's just like a skull, like
Yep.
a red bone skull.
Yeah, some look old school masks,
Yeah.
villain.
There's one in
Some
pa-
look like it's bone.
There's one in particular at the end. It is just his head tilted, and the brow is
Oh.
just like it's like eat your heart out thing.
Missing teeth here.
Yeah, missing teeth. We probably got head butted by Iron Man. Yeah, it's a. Look at that! Look at those brows.
Sure, Cro Magnum, bro.
Yeah.
More freaking
Neanderthal.
prominent ridges.
Oh, well, I
Jesus
like the
Christ.
high that we almost finished on with
it's a high.
Target.
I still enjoyed the issue. I've enjoyed this book way more than I expected to.
Yeah, look at Blade.
But goddamn, he can't draw fucking.
Oh yeah,
faces.
Blade doesn't have arms on his sunglasses.
No.
Like Neo, he's just
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's just
Cool.
Nice.
Pretty sure fighting vampires you'd want a little bit of arms.
Did you read that Blade special last week?
No, I didn't.
Highly recommend.
good?
It is excellent. It's a,
Politic.
yeah, full politics. Oh yeah, Chernobyl shows maps of Chernobyl and Russia and what with the Vlad like the
Political
vampire land.
assassinations.
It's amazing. It is no. See, if you'd watched our podcast last week, Dylan, you'd understand how much Jay and I talked it up and how unexpected it was.
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Freaking
Yeah.
no.
Well, that's-
First of all, Zoom
that's
because
what-
the quality is so low. It took like 10 minutes to render, right? Instead of the hour that I need to wait for it. So I'm like, I'll just get this in the can done. Yeah, I don't listen to
high
you.
quality.
That's why we're telling you now, buddy.
Okay, thank you.
No, but yeah,
No,
actually,
seriously,
the
though.
book was great.
All right,
Very
all right.
cool.
I'll
This
check
is
it out.
bad.
Yeah.
It's not good.
All right.
Now, speaking of last week, since you weren't here, how good was
Yes.
Captain America, though?
Captain
Winter Soldier
America,
Special.
Winter Soldier special. Oh my god! It was awesome.
And I just keep telling myself he's channeling Samurai Jack because of that man bun.
Yeah, yeah.
Because any other way, it looks horrendous, but it's so cool. This is the back. We were talking about last week, the backstory and where it opens in 1922 on the
Man, that was so
on
cool.
the-
Jace told me about it before I started reading, and I'm like, I need to read this right now.
Yeah, I'm glad I picked
You're
it up.
telling me, freaking, they turned Gravillo Princip into a freaking like supervillain?
Yeah.
Okay, I gotta read this. And I did some reading on like how he died. He died in prison from tuberculosis. He had to get his arm amputated, right? And if you go back and you look at that issue, he has a prosthetic arm. Like it's the tiniest little detail, and no attention.
And then he gets replaced with the guy with the arm.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Some good stuff in
because
this.
it's not MCU.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah, so good. Well, when I got the invoice yesterday, I'm like, oh, Captain... Oh, it's down the
Oh, I did the same thing when I was filling it out.
Yeah.
Oh, wrong one.
I like that one too, but I was so excited for the next part. It's so good.
I also read I Hate Fairyland.
Yep.
Man, it's great. The first series was amazing. I highly recommend that. Super bloody, super gory. It's like Happy Tree Friends.
Yeah, it's with cartoon art.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. Wizard of Oz and Happy Tree Friends put together.
Nice.
Nice.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
And yeah, I was surprised by the art too, because
Yeah.
it wasn't Scotty Young, but very, very, very similar.
Yes. But at the same time, I don't think the guy was trying to be exactly the same.
Yeah,
He had
yeah.
he just similar style.
That's
similar
right.
sensibilities. Wasn't, a full ape deal.
Yeah.
So it was good.
Junkyard Joe was insane. That was great.
Yeah.
I think that was it for me. Yeah, yeah.
Nice.
Is there anything else?
Yeah, I read Nobody's Girls
Yep.
this week. Which company was that?
Maybe Source Point, maybe?
No. It was one of the smaller books that like Heavy Metal Drummer and
Oh, yeah.
It'd be Behemoth, actually.
yeah, so it's not a regular size, but it's
Or what do they call it now?
sort of like the movie 8mm.
I see.
Like a high school teacher, divorced, bad relationship with his wife. He's at home watching a adult movie, and it cuts to a scene of a girl tied up, bleeding, saying, "My name is something. Please help me," and then it cuts back to the adult movie.
Oh,
Oh.
Yes,
nice.
Oh.
and then he's sort of haunted by this. He takes it back to the video shop that he got it from, and they're like, "Man, someone's playing a prank on you," blah blah blah. And then he finds, like, when he was watching the video, someone was spying on him, like a girl, and then she runs away. Because she sort of makes a noise anyway.
Yeah.
He goes back home after the video shop and finds like a yearbook, a school yearbook. Yeah, high school yearbook, and it's got the girl in it.
That was watching him, or the girl from the video?
The girl from the video.
Yep.
She's in it, like,
Yeah.
and the girl sort of goes and talks to the dude, like, I knew her. She was my friend. She went to my high school. Blah blah blah. And then they go sort of finding one of her junkie friends, and
Get some more info and stuff.
yeah, and then but he's seeing this girl everywhere. He goes like to a brothel and he's having sex with a girl with the prostitute, and sort of he sees her
Yeah.
and sort of goes down because he's freaking out because he's haunted by this image of this girl saying, "Tied up, bleeding, please help me." And
Jeez.
it's only a 3-parter, but it sort of seems like they're gonna do an investigation. So it seems like it's a snuff movie.
Yeah.
It's maybe I don't know. It's really good.
What's
It was
called?
really good. Nobody's Girls.
Interesting.
It's all black and white, but it was really good.
Yeah,
The
it
art was
might be-
really
But they
good.
went fast.
Yeah,
I might get the trade for that. That sounds really interesting.
3-parter.
Yeah, cool.
I didn't sort of read this, but I got it this week. It's a Kickstarter book that
Yep.
I backed. It's a Bernie Wright's an art book tribute.
Should have put it back in the case.
Fuck that.
That would have been
Jesus
the best
Christ.
20 minutes of
It's
podcasting
made
ever.
with a slipcase,
Not so slipcase.
but it's so tight. When it first came in, I was opening it here. I was like, me and Dylan held on to this. I tried to pull it out. It was so packed in
Did you
tight.
get the Kickstarter Nuns version, eh?
It came with some
None
prints
wishes.
that I fell down. But yeah, it's some art prints like Tony Harris,
That one is my
Oh,
favourite.
cool. Oh,
Mike Mignola,
Yeah, pretty cool.
Fantastic.
and like a Bernie Wrightson cover.
The Mignola's great because it's Mignola, but it's just Mignola, you know what I mean? I've seen this.
And 2 Bernie Wrightson, like one sketch and one sort of alternate cover that never got used. And there was other stickers and stuff, and they also threw in like a packet of art cards from Bernie Wrightson.
Ain't Chewy?
No.
We seen a kid today open a packet from the 80s and then put the chew in his mouth.
And Dad made him eat the chewy.
E.T.
Like
Yeah,
the mom was like,
trading
no,
cards.
no,
Yes.
no.
E.T. trading cards.
and the dad
Like
made
he
him.
wasn't gonna eat him, and the dad just put
And
it
when
in
he's
his
there going,
mouth.
do it! Do it!
What a champion! Jesus.
Oh, he didn't last it long in his
Oh.
mouth.
Straight to the bin.
Straight to the bin. Like, yeah.
Oh my god.
So I'm gonna open these
That's
cards.
The mum,
Good parenting.
the mum didn't like that I told him that back in the day they were putting LSD in that chewing gum either.
So I got a checklist
Oh, always.
and a dinosaur
Oh.
and a man in a tree
It's
and a
Moblin.
grave digger
Ooh.
and a swamp thing looking thing and a vampire
Dracula.
and a wolfman and a dude
Melting.
melting, another wolfman and a third wolfman.
Wow. He doesn't have to
How does
wolf
that
it.
look?
Yeah.
Wolfing gentleman. Anything else?
There's a book. Oh, yeah, I'm just gonna show you some. But yeah, it's just an art tribute to Bernie Wrightson with some, I guess, memories and stories from people who his friends and stuff. And it's different artists, and I'm gonna show you one picture that I like is by Steve Scrosi.
Show the one with the hand.
I'll show that one, and I'll show
Yeah.
this one.
Show both.
This one?
No, well, no, that one
that
with the
one.
hand. The other one.
Sure. Oh. I don't know if I'll put it back in the slipcase because I'll never get it out again.
Deal you want?
And there was another one, which is very Akira / The Thing, body horror. Find it. But yeah, that is all I read this week.
So if you bought it on Kickstarter, it's one you're actually going to get.
Hopefully yours comes out better than mine does.
Not jammed into a.
Yeah, I mean,
a slipcase.
Hopefully you got the Lady on the Street edition.
there it is. So this one's by Benton Jew.
Yeah, this one's excellent.
That's awesome.
That's crazy.
And Carl Hotz did one in
It's
there
terrible.
too. We were talking about Carl Hotz earlier.
Adriana Exenities.
Bruh, I wouldn't get that job.
Yeah.
Most of the people listening didn't get that reference, don't worry.
She used to live around here.
Oh, really?
She did in Prestons. Yeah, she did.
Yeah.
That has nothing to do with Prestons.
It's a coincidence, I
You
swear.
read anything else?
No, that's it.
I read during the
I believe I
week
do say that over there.
that Girl Scouts trade I bought when I was in South Australia, which was really, really good. So
Yep.
that was cool to read. All black and white. Geez, his art's changed.
It's so crazy.
It's amazing how much his art's changed, but it's still really, really cool. Awesome story.
I like his old stuff better.
Yeah, 3
Chimafu's the best.
young girls selling Girl Scout cookies. Maybe disguised other things, but
Marijuana.
and other things. And the Nike Corporation trying to take them down. Not spelt the same, with a Y and a double E. Very, very well done book. I also finally read the first trade of 100 Bullets that Jay gave me about a year ago. And yeah, phenomenal. I will read the second one this week and get that back to you. But yeah,
I'll keep them coming.
very interesting. Very, like, because you got to see kind of both sides, like her, like, finding out all about it, and then the other guy taking the deal, and then it was...
Is this the
Dizzy.
No, the Ultimates edition?
No.
Just a regular one.
Yeah,
oh, no, the old one. Okay.
Yeah,
I got the Ultrax.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought you maybe swapped them for the.
Nah.
And then, yeah, I can catch up on the rest of the books from this week, but that's pretty much all I read this week.
Alrighty.
Cool. Okay, Nitin, Jason, you
yes.
guys watched the very,
Jumper worthy.
very, very good Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special.
I knew it would be bad.
Yeah, very, very good. That's all I can come up with.
I knew
It
it.
would at least be.
No,
How long does it go for?
like
Hour?
15, 50 minutes.
I guess.
It's not that long.
Sounds like
It
it.
doesn't.
Feels it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't feel like, oh my god, but at the same time, you know, this is not going to be good.
Yeah. From like
Like,
very beginning.
Just
it's-
get to the
yeah.
end.
I did find it funny when you were telling me about it earlier, the fact that a person that's gone through like 4 different movies, including the 2 Guardians movies, not wearing a shirt, happens to wear a jumper for the whole show.
Oh, a shirt and a jumper. Batista, put on some weight.
And, like,
Some holiday girth, you could
Yeah.
say.
the jumper is not, like, you know, I'm a fat bastard. I'm not throwing things at him,
Not
but
showing
he's
shade.
definitely... the jumper doesn't hide it. I can
No.
tell he's still fat.
For a character that
The
was...
jumper doesn't hide the freaking fat
Oh,
head.
bro, his head. He looks like Lex Luthor. Or Kingpin. More like the Kingpin than Drax.
So the story is, you probably got
Why
it
is
from
he
the...
so grey?
Yeah.
supposed to be green, isn't he?
The Guardians want to do
Used to
something
be.
for Peter, Christmas, because Yondu ran Christmas for him. Which is pretty cool. Like, you have an animated
Start
start,
and finish, yeah.
which is... Yeah,
They're the best bits.
And so they want to bring him Kevin Bacon, not realizing that Kevin Bacon is an actor and not a real person.
What do you mean?
He's not a real
You know, he's telling all the stories about Kevin Bacon.
Oh, doing
inventing
cool
movie
stuff?
and they didn't
okay.
realize he was an actor.
right.
That's what he was. He did
On the
all
way
those-
back, when they got him in the plane, they realised an actor. And, oh, actors are disgusting. Actors are terrible.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I get the joke.
There is two
It's not funny.
songs.
What?
There are 2 songs.
Like sing-along song? Like they're
No,
all
there
singing?
is there's 2 songs. I didn't like the song, but I like the beat where like you got the instruments today.
Yes.
Like, because I was thinking that, like, these got
That's
these
probably the best
yeah,
line
yeah.
in the How Good
Like,
Show.
all right, I get that. Because these aliens playing instruments that they found, and they do a Christmas song. Bro, it's bad. And then Kevin Bacon does a fucking song. So that's probably the only reason he did this. So he could sing. It's terrible. So Drax and Mantis come to Earth and kidnap Kevin Bacon and take him to...
After going and getting drunk.
Yeah.
You gotta get drunk first.
Oh, you also found out they bought Nowhere from the Collector, so they own Nowhere now.
What?
Yes. Which is sort of happens in the comics. They own Nowhere.
Oh, that's like their base.
Yeah.
And then, they're trying to make it a nice city.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
you
yeah.
know.
Okay.
Clean it
They're
up
bu-
and
that's
everything.
what I think they want to do something nice for Pete because they're busy.
Yeah.
Because they're working, they're legit,
Yeah, trying to
not,
clean up.
not being pirates.
Yeah.
Guardians for hire. Okay.
So that was...
Fine.
That was, yeah. You got Cosmo, which was cool.
Mm.
Talking. I know you don't like dogs.
I just didn't like the voice, bro. I don't like dogs. But I didn't like the voice.
I didn't mind the voice.
Yeah.
It's Borat's daughter from Borat. But she doesn't speak that much anyway, so...
No, but it just, I don't know.
Anyway, they have a Christmas
I thought
on-
Cosmo would be a boy voice, firstly.
Is he...
It's a boy
How
name.
dare you? It's 2020.
Yeah, I dare.
How
I dare.
you.
I don't know. Is Cosmo
got a
male or
red
female
rocket.
in the comics?
Hey?
Cosmo male or female in the comics?
Is it ever specified?
Yeah, maybe not.
Anyway.
Was wearing a spacesuit, so you can't tell.
Anyway,
Galactic voice.
you get a big reveal of Drax and Peter Quill. No, Drax, Mantis and Peter, brother and sister.
Well, you
half
could
brother
have
and
given
sister.
everyone some more warning so they could sit down.
Fuck 'em.
before hearing that
Don't
one.
watch this.
No, I just
Well,
mean from the big shock of the reveal. As opposed
Oh, they
to...
tell you straight away in the beginning.
That's what I'm saying. It's not. I don't know if it's
And
reveal.
that's
It's
sort
the
of
plot.
Yeah, Disney Plus gave it away in their behind the scenes special
Oh, do they?
before the thing even came out.
Yeah, well, ego throwing his seat everywhere.
Yeah, like
makes
I mean,
sense.
it doesn't bother me.
My biggest problem with it just wasn't fun.
No, it wasn't. It was not
Which
fun.
is what the Guardians movies
Right?
are.
Yes,
I expect
this
Supposed
was-
to be.
there'd
It
be
was a-
stuff I've grown
Yeah.
at and I don't find funny, but I just thought it'd be at least fun and
Yeah, this
being
seems,
short, bit punchy, and
nobody seemed
Plus,
to.
it's James Gunn. It's not like someone else stepped in
Yeah.
to do it.
No
Like,
one.
so
Everyone seemed to half-ass it except Mantis,
Yeah, that's bad. 1 out of 6.
and like Mantis is not the meek sort of Mantis character that.
no, she's different.
Yeah, she's got not attitude, but she's more of an own person now,
Yeah.
which I liked. But
But the others, Rocket, Groot,
everyone's half-assing.
Nebula, even Peter, they're just there.
Yeah,
They do nothing.
More in it.
no,
No,
she
because
did.
she's dead.
That's one of the other things they want to do at Christmas with Peter because he's bummed about. Gamora
She's not
being
dead.
no, well, that,
Thank you. She's
yeah,
not
the
dead.
past version is around
Yes,
still.
yes.
but
Yeah.
she's not
but
the same.
he's one is dead.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not the same Gamora,
Yeah, but
and she's not with them.
Yes,
Yeah,
oh,
because
thank you.
she did. She.
No, I know, but he,
She's still around.
That's
Yes.
right.
Like, she
Yeah.
didn't get sent back.
correct. Yeah, Steve didn't drop it back.
No, but
No.
you know,
should have.
he's not.
That would have been hilarious. He's there with a suitcase and Gamora. Let's go.
Because I don't know if they were just trying to do like a wholesome Christmas movie, but a bit quirky.
Yeah,
I think was the idea, but it just failed.
there's a lot of.
It's still fun.
A lot of songs that. Yeah, too many songs.
Oh, and not like your, you
Not
know,
even
the first two movies, and what made
don't watch
that first movie so popular was the use of the soundtrack,
Yes,
right?
but it worked with that.
Yeah,
because
you get none of that with
Oh,
this.
really?
Yeah.
Because even in Infinity War, you get Rubber Band
Yeah, yeah,
Man, which
yeah,
is a
no,
great song as well. Like, they continued that.
I mean, it starts out with Christmas in New York,
Yeah.
the Pogues and Christy McCool song, but they don't even do the best verse.
It's just, yeah, it's
Yeah, it's
Wow.
it's bad. People don't watch it. Seriously,
just boring.
it is.
Come and buy comics instead.
That's very good advice. Or watch episode 12 of Star Wars Andor.
And or what?
Fuck you! That's what.
Thank you.
Episode 12. Season finale. Lots of shit blows up.
I had people complain about it today. You're wrong. It's great.
But about what?
Yeah, don't get me started. I shouldn't have joined in the conversation.
You can't help yourself.
I know. But he... No,
You can't help
I'll
yourself.
stop. I'll stop.
There's someone at the far end of the table.
Yeah, but this person should know their Star Wars, and they said it was shit. And I went, oh, really? Why? And the answer I got wasn't very good. But I'm not going to...
Anyway, I was sort of tense before even the episode started because I thought, you know, it was all coming to a head.
Yeah.
And I know he doesn't die. Nothing happens
Yes,
to him.
yes.
Yeah.
But it's still like it's built up the thing, and you're
But-
sort of like,
Yeah, sorry.
no, man.
When you've got one character in the entire cast that you know is safe, everyone
Yes.
else...
And we've already seen some people just go pretty quickly.
Right,
and
yeah.
that we got some
Abrupt.
good backstory of and
Yeah.
stuff like that. So, yeah, 100%.
And we had more of that in
Yeah,
this episode.
Definitely
People
we did.
just...
Yep. Definitely we did.
Yeah.
And this is all set on Ferrix. The funeral for Marva, which was
Fantastic.
so good.
What was
Yeah.
that hologram?
The
Well,
hologram,
just
the
the
band.
anvil and the band. Yeah.
And the way they were preparing, and she's like, fight back.
Yeah.
That
Yes,
was...
yeah.
It just felt so real.
Yes. Yes.
It's the realest
tension-
Star Wars has felt since
Exactly.
Rogue One.
And
100%. I know we
the
keep saying
freaking stormtrooper who's not stormtrooper, the Imperial
yeah,
dude
yeah,
is
yeah.
like, turn it off. He just made shit worse.
Yeah.
He's
yeah.
the one who hung the dude. He's
Bruh.
like, yeah, I'm his son.
Yes.
It's like, you making the bomb? Like, yes.
So good. And like every time you'd flash and you'd see the kid,
Yes.
you know, like he's on edge. You're right. And everybody in it was great.
Waiting
The
for
little
a
roles.
little spark to
Because
shut
yeah, just
shit off.
the civilians, just all of them. Like
Yes.
you can just see them getting more and more pissed off.
Yes.
As they're going and
Yeah.
then she's talking and
Yeah, and then the
they're
dude,
just it's waiting for that firecracker.
that, and I just also love just the way they kept showing different parts of the city, and more, and then it'd be also zoomed out, and there'd be a stormtrooper on a roof.
Yeah.
And you just see how much more of the Empire, and then her saying, they didn't come to visit.
No.
They're here to stay.
We've been asleep.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, her speech was
That was
fantastic.
brilliant.
Yes. And it's like, the Empire will probably destroy
Oh, they're all
Ferrix.
dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you see.
Some people got away, but most of them were gone.
Oh, especially when it's just, and I was actually shocked when it was just really just open fire
Yeah.
Yeah.
on civilians,
Yep.
straight
Yeah.
out civilians.
Yes.
Jeez.
It was the most war we've seen in Star Wars.
Yes.
I think even more maybe than Rogue One.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
You know, because it was.
This felt
Yeah.
like.
Well, because that was battle between bad and this
Yeah,
is
yeah.
just civilians.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
is just a
Yeah, because Rogue One was Vietnam.
Yes.
It was Vietnam War. But
This was like a riot
Yeah.
in a
yes,
street.
Yeah.
yes.
And the
Yeah.
dude in charge loses his cool, and it just
Yep.
goes to shit.
Yeah.
Like, to have to drag him back.
Yeah.
It was
And
so
how
real, so real.
How much he was shitting himself when shit was popping off
Right.
after he
He was just
fucking
ready to
started
hide.
all
He was
this.
ready to hide. Yeah.
And then Dedra freaking out after she almost got
Oh,
Yeah.
trampled by the crowd.
that was so good.
And fucking Stalker Cyril.
Saves the day.
Wonder how she didn't thank him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
straight away.
Oh, he's so creepy.
Yeah.
It's great,
He's-
isn't it?
I know.
He's so creepy.
Okay, so it's not bounty hunter. It's not. You're just obsessed with her. Cool.
Yeah.
Simp.
Oh,
Imperial simp.
bro.
100%.
Yeah, it was.
So good.
Imperial simp cuck.
So good.
But everyone plays their role well.
Mm.
No one is half-assing in this show. The young Indian girl
Yeah.
getting the
Yeah.
spy and the
Oh,
gun.
that was crazy. Like,
Yeah.
who are you? Just
Yeah.
straight up.
Bang.
Stab and then live.
Yes.
I was,
Oh, yeah.
I was waiting for him to die. I've been waiting for him to die since
Yeah.
the first time I saw him in that cafe.
I mean, the missus is like, oh, blood. It's not mine.
Mine. She's badass. She's
Oh,
great.
she's the
She is
best.
So stone
Yeah.
cold. It's so good.
100%.
He even saw it in that when they did the robbery scene. How stone cold she
Yeah.
was.
Yeah, yeah.
That's great.
She's,
She's great.
Gotta be.
She's not a rich girl playing freaking rebel. But yeah.
like the big guy, he was great.
He's and then
Yeah.
when they, it's not him. When
Yeah.
they did the decoy.
Yeah.
My only little thing was like Cassian walking around. I know it was early morning, but come on, like that was a
bit
little bit
freely.
He got a little bit too free, but they worked it well. Like he killed enough people and he snuck around and did what he needed to do. Save her. I feel so sorry for her because she knew it was her that like caused some of the shit by her getting tortured and stuff. But you can't. Like man, she's like from what everything they did to her, she's just lucky to be alive.
Like, the sister sort of storyline got dropped real quick from the first
Yeah.
episode.
He's looking for his sister, you remember that?
First episode?
Sister Quest. Yeah.
Well, understandable.
I know, but
Kind of been
stuff got in the way.
He's
But
a little bit busy at the
I
moment
know.
trying to stay alive. And if anything, old Scar's got to be his best chance of finding her.
Oh, and Mon Mothma. Oh, you dirty
Well,
bitch.
yeah, man.
The daughter
You
seemed,
scum.
but the
The
daughter
daughter's
seemed
out for
into
it.
it. Yes,
Because it's tradition.
Yes, because I think that sort of softens the
100%,
blow of it.
that's what
she
that's all
seemed
about.
very into it.
But how about that scene in the car with her
Yeah.
husband's
Oh yes, 'cause-
quote unquote gambling
Yes.
problem?
Yeah.
very clever. She was
Yeah.
very smart because she knew.
Yeah.
like,
So
Can you
good.
give us some privacy? He's gonna fucking listen.
Yeah.
So he's throwing her. I mean, that's
Ah,
throwing her.
pimping out your kids. Pretty big step to take, though.
It's Politics 101.
Yeah. And it's not like they're gonna get married straight away. It's just a betrothal, for as far as I know.
Yeah, I don't know what their still
Yeah.
is. The girl looks like she's ready to.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's
But it's like
she's okay.
it's a
for it.
political marriage.
Games of Thrones it.
Yes.
It's a political arranged marriage, which is not a. It happens.
Of course,
Still
of course,
happens.
of course, of course.
You know, it's not. But yeah.
But yeah, the hero of the galaxy
Mm.
pimping out a kid.
It ain't easy.
So good, so
Yeah,
good. The show's
so
been
good.
phenomenal. I'll be disappointed next week not to watch it.
Mm.
I
Yeah.
cannot tell you last time I felt that about a show.
And there's no
Like
show.
Star Wars show.
Yeah.
You get Willow.
Oh yeah. And Willow. Wednesday started. I haven't watched any Wednesday.
Yeah, I've
yet.
not yet either. You watching that yet?
I watched one episode.
And
Did
we get Uncle Festo in the first episode?
I don't think so. No.
Okay.
I thought it was not my cup of tea. Like it has that young adult kind of flavor to it, like Riverdale kind of vibe.
Thought
That
might
makes
be.
Yeah.
it sound good though, because Riverdale is
You like
batshit
that
insane.
shit? Okay.
From what I hear, Riverdale is
Have
batshit
you watched
insane.
it though?
Anyone watch
God,
Sabrina?
wow.
You watch Sabrina?
No, I wanted
The
to.
new one? I watched that. I didn't really like it either.
I really can't get in. Oh, the new one, sorry.
That's what I said when he asked me for like the Teenage Wish.
The talking cat just annoyed me.
Yeah, the new one. It's got a similar vibe to that. I didn't really like that either, but people are into that.
I just love how batshit insane the Archie universe has become.
Yeah.
It's like dead
From
serious.
like wholesome
It's like that.
Americana to just zombies and
Yeah,
shit like that.
What's that?
It's the only thing that they're selling for them. They don't do real ones anymore.
It's like that soap that used to be on. With the,
Passions.
Yeah, Passions.
That was a great television show.
God, that was batshit insane. It's great.
Okay.
Find out what they were making in the prison.
Yes!
Oh yes, post-credit scene.
Sort of panel connectors for the Death Star, for the laser.
Yes.
Power conductor.
Power converters.
Thank you.
Ah,
Dylan, am I right?
can't wait for the next season.
I said droid legs.
Oh, did you?
Yes, I did.
Okay, well.
Because they were articulated.
yeah,
they had
yeah,
a
yeah.
joint
Trying to help you.
in them,
They just seemed like
and then they had a joint to make one little movement, and that's
Yeah.
it. So okay.
they just sort of they look like what you put between tiles. So I knew there was sort of like panel thing.
Power conductor.
Keep saying it, I'll be true.
I will.
What's going on, Dylan?
Okay.
Sexist.
Jason,
Yes.
film flashback.
Villain flashback.
All the way back to a month ago when it came out.
Yeah.
As I
Yes.
said, when Dave essentially picked spoof movies, but he's chosen wording of parody, I was like, well, I want to
We
watch
have
it.
a winner.
Yeah, so I want to watch a parody coming up. So it was the biopic, for the lack of a better term, of Weird Al Yankovic, and it is amazing.
So fucking good.
It's called Weird.
Yes.
The Al Yankovic story.
Yes.
The conversation between him and Dr. Demento talking about his name being too long and gangly and this and that.
Fuck, what a gag.
I'm the weird one!
For a movie based on a sketch, 3-minute sketch,
Yes.
Funny or Die sketch from about 8 years ago. Fuck, this is the great movie. I want to watch it over and over.
I've
again.
got to watch it again.
Jason,
Watched it twice in 2 weeks.
I saw Funny or Die come up. I'm like, what's the deal with this?
have you not seen it?
No.
Okay, you need to watch,
yeah.
need to watch the original. Jesse
Not
Pinkman.
with Radcliffe. Someone
Yeah,
else.
sure.
Like, because at first you're like, what the
Radcliffe
heck?
did a great job.
Oh, 100%.
100%.
But after seeing Pinkman do it, I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
I don't think he can carry the whole movie like that.
No, I totally agree.
Yes.
No.
No, because it would have been too goofy.
Yeah, he doesn't have the range
Yeah.
to pull off the seriousness of his parody movie.
Yeah, Radcliffe was awesome.
Yeah.
So it's
How
like,
goddamn put together is that little bastard?
Next Wolverine.
I can see the argument for it now.
yeah.
Well, he's been ripped like that for a little bit because there was like
Oh,
there was
for sure.
a movie that he was in the wild, like
Yeah.
by himself, and that was a.
Well, when he did the horse fucking play, that's when he got ripped.
Oh yeah, that was like the first thing he did after Harry Potter,
Yeah.
right?
I don't think he actually fucks the horse, but it's the horse fucking play. You didn't know this?
No.
Yeah.
He does some very interesting chases.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't need the money.
Yes.
How come?
He played
That's
a farting corpse in a movie.
Oh,
Yes.
I want to watch Swiss Army Man.
What's
Yeah.
the one with?
Man.
What's the one? The two guns one.
Guns
Akimbo.
Akimbo.
Yes,
Which
good.
I want to see. No,
It's
I wanna-
so good!
I want to watch that so bad. Because it just looks batshit insane.
Yeah, he gets guns deadbolted to his hands.
And he
Yeah.
runs around in a robe and
Yeah,
flippers.
and he can't take them off.
Yeah.
So he goes asking for help, and people just see this guy swinging guns
it's
around.
great. Yeah, 'cause I love it when they don't need the money, they just do
Art.
art. They've made money, they do art. It's
Because
great.
it's not like he's not even doing like friend gigs or
No.
anything. Like it's just art. Like
It's
that
what-
creatively stretches
Yeah.
him.
What he wants to
Finds
do
interesting,
makes him
right?
feel, yeah,
Yeah.
it's great.
But yeah, for the first time I was like, I can see him as Wolverine.
Yeah.
Now I don't want personally a muscly Wolverine. I
Yes.
want a chubby Wolverine. But if it means I get a short muscly one, I'll take that as long as he's short. But he's hairy. He's a hairy little
Yes.
fucker too.
So hairy.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he when he was filming Harry Potter, he had to constantly get his monobrow like shaved.
That was when he was 8.
Yeah,
Because when he's shirtless in this, it's not even just how muscly he is. It's the way he stands,
Yeah.
like in that part. Like he's like oh
Yeah.
and his acting is good enough.
Yes.
He'd be grumpy and
Yeah.
voice. I think would be maybe the hardest part.
I think he could pull it off.
I think
Yeah.
passable enough.
You
But
hear
everything
him-
else would be good.
You hear some growliness in this
Yeah.
movie, and he could probably push
Yeah.
it further.
I mean, if this movie just pitch it down a bit. Anyway,
Yes.
Movie's
But the
great.
movie sounds good. So.
It's insane, man.
like, there are only a handful of facts in this movie about Weird Yankovic that are true. The rest are just...
Navigating the truth of Weird, the Al Yankovic story. True. Al listened to Dr. Demento as a child. An accordion salesman sold Al his first accordion. Al produced My Bologna in a public bathroom. Madonna came up with the idea for Like a Surgeon. And Al is arguably the most famous accordion player in extremely specific genre of music. False. Literally everything else.
No. The Yankovic bump is a real thing.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
That was a real
But
thing.
that was a tweet that he put out in a photo for the movie, just as to get you navigating through the movie.
Yeah.
I love this movie. As I said, I've watched it twice in 2 weeks. I watched it with Dana first, and I watched it with my mates on Friday night. And both of their complaints were that it wasn't biographical enough. And I said, but you're missing the point here. The point is that he was just a bit of a nerd guy that grew up learning accordion. There isn't a story there. So how about we just balls it up and go as crazy and as big as possible?
And Weird Al, they're like king of parody, so you make a
100%.
parody biopic of
Yes.
him. He has no drama
It's
in
a
his
parody
Exactly
of
right.
biopics.
If anything, we've talked about it in the car. Give us a sequel.
Oh, bro.
I want more.
Just ignore the end. Just start again.
Yeah. Or come back. Or
did
the
you
comeback.
see-
The
did you
comeback
see-
tour.
Yeah. Did you see like there was
post-credit?
kind of mid credits?
Yeah.
You see? Okay.
Now, like, as usual, spoilers ahoy. My favourite, literally, what the fuck moment. I cannot believe, because I was kind of wondering, like, we've seen the Funny or Die. How are they going to make this a movie?
Yeah.
And the fact of him flipping out and him making Eat It, and then Michael Jackson parodying that film, that song, and him just going off his fucking brain, not being able to comprehend how someone can, in their right mind, do that to another artist.
Oh, it was just genius.
was just
And
absolute.
then people saying, "Oh, you parodied Michael Jackson."
Oh, and him going off of that, and then he becomes a assassin.
He killed Pablo Escobar.
Wow.
Oh, that was so good.
So that, everything around Madonna, and that
She was
Dr.
fantastic.
Demento pool party scene was just that Wolfgang Jack song being sung at him. Like, John Deacon.
You just wanted more of that scene,
Oh,
right?
man.
Everyone was so good. You get
Everyone
a
nailed
snippet
it.
of nothing.
Bloody Conan O'Brien as Andy Warhol.
Emma Phillips is Salvador Dali. Yoma from Lonely Islands is Pee Wee Herman.
Spot on.
Kiva is
Alice
Alice
Cooper.
Cooper as well. It's just, like, just
Dimitri Martin as Tiny Tim.
nailing moments. Hit. And Rachel Evan Wood, she just
She was great.
There's
phenomenal.
nothing bad in this movie.
No.
I'm not going to complain about anything in this movie. The movie fucking was great.
Mum was great.
Too short.
Dad was
That's the
great.
only
Yes.
goddamn complaint.
I wanted more. I wanted more songs. I wanted more life.
Like you said, Dad was channeling a perfect Ed Harris.
Yeah.
And it's Boomhauer from King of the Hill.
Yeah.
When his dad just beats the shit out of the accordion salesman. Oh, man. Well, when it opened up and I was like, oh, it's Reno 911 guy.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, this is going to be good.
Yeah.
This is going to be good. And he just gets this.
Scott Ackerman finally got to play a police officer. That was hilarious.
Weird Al himself is in the movie
Yeah.
as
Him and
one of
Will
the Scotty
Forte.
brothers who signed Weird Al. That's when the other things are
Yeah.
true. But fuck, it's good.
Just when
People
Forte,
have more than one song on an album.
when Forte's just going off at Radcliffe as Al, and Al's just sitting there listening to it, and then he gets right there. He's like, "Okay, you said enough now. Okay, just stop now." I'm probably going to watch this movie again before the year's end.
Oh, I will definitely be watching this movie again.
For sure.
Yeah.
10
10.
out of 10.
10. And it will make an appearance on my top movies of the year list.
Yes.
10 out of 10.
Hey.
Nice. You, for someone who doesn't like comedies and actually watch this week's movie, well done.
Yeah. Thank you.
Your turn.
My turn. I haven't seen this since it first came out, and
Are we even allowed to watch this movie anymore?
yeah,
Okay.
It was great.
I think so. Tropic Thunder.
Yeah! Fuck, I love this movie. Did you know it was Tom Cruise?
Yeah.
Because there was people that didn't.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How can you not tell? I didn't even know he was in it. I just randomly went and watched this in the cinema.
Yeah.
Like, it was great. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, is that Tom Cruise? I don't like Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
It's the best
He
thing
does.
Tom Cruise has done.
Yes.
Besides Die Another Day, whatever it's called.
Oh yeah, live, die, repeat.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Where he dies repeatedly.
Edge of
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
Edge of Tomorrow. Whatever the
Worst
fuck the
name
movie's
of
called.
the movie.
Yeah,
Really?
man. The tagline on the poster.
What's supposed to be the name
Live,
of the movie?
die, repeat.
Which is the
would be
name
a
of
better.
the comic that it's based on. But yeah, no, this movie is great. I love Tropic Thunder.
I
I've watched
don't.
it forever.
Is it streaming anywhere?
I would have to.
Yeah, we'll have to double
Yeah,
check
to have a
that
look at
because I know I've got. Oh, if anyone, there's things back in the day called DVDs, and if anyone
Oh, yeah,
happens
those.
to own the DVD of Tropic Thunder, you're in for a treat because Stan,
Oh,
excellent. The audio commentaries, one of them is Jack Black, Ben Stiller, and Robert Downey Jr. Robert Downey Jr. still in character because you don't break character until the DVD commentary is done. Jack Black shows up half an hour late. The movie's rolling and he gets it. It is amazing. I highly recommend. Highly recommend if you got the DVD. Check out the commentary. I might even bring it in if anyone's keen. If you
That's
want.
great.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's so
no,
damn
no.
good. Nick Nolte.
The movie's great.
So, like, what is this parody of? Is this just the entire movie industry?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously, you know, Vietnam War movies.
War movies, like blockbuster movie making.
Yeah.
But like
Blockbuster
the-
actors.
Oh, and real like the Leos of the world.
Yeah.
You know, you Gilbert Grape and stuff,
Simple
right?
Jack.
Like there's a lot of that. in
Yes.
The
there.
method acting.
Yeah.
You make me happy.
bro.
Oh,
Yeah.
man. Oh, he kills the band. Oh, shit. It's so much fun to be had. It's just corn syrup.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Yeah.
really?
I'm
Yeah.
not so far.
I don't know.
Yeah, I know moments. Obviously, the
Yes.
beginning
Busting up.
with all the fake. Yeah, all the fake ads and the fake movies. I remember that the most.
Oh, with Tobey Maguire.
Oh, those are my favourites. Screaming.
Oh, that's right. He's Australian, isn't he?
Yes.
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 Is his name Kirk,
Kirk
Lazarus?
Lazarus.
I remember that. I remember his name, Kirk Lazarus.
Because it's like a parody of Russell Crowe. Is what it is. He's supposed to be Russell Crowe. Which is fucking great.
Oh.
Yes.
He does a halfway more above average Australian accent.
Oh,
He'd done it before.
He did in Natural Born Killers.
Yes,
Yeah.
it was very good in
Yeah.
Natural Born Killers. Which is surprising because not many people can do a good Australian accent.
And
It's-
then
it's
to
hard.
do
Yeah.
an American doing an Australian accent, then doing a black American accent, that's even better.
Right. Deception before. It's tough.
Okay, I'm excited to watch that.
Yeah,
me
for
too,
sure.
man.
Maybe tonight.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe not tonight.
And then that's the round after that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and then. Okay, all right, interesting.
So
Is
yeah,
it?
Dave missed most of his rounds.
Yeah,
Yeah.
his round that he called, he was not here for
It
it.
ran off to Japan.
That's the most Dave thing ever, bud.
Yeah.
We watched last week's though.
I saw he showed random footage of shops.
Yes.
As you guys were talking about Andor
Yeah.
or something.
Yes. Oh, he's like, do you want me to just film stuff? I'm like, well, what about the audio people, Dave?
He's got his train video this week. Seriously.
Seizure time.
I told him
Epilepsy.
at least send us a video of nighttime neon lights and stuff.
Yeah.
Still nothing.
Because the train, okay, cool, it's fast,
Yeah.
but
Hopefully we get some sporting events for our comic book podcast when he's in America.
Yeah, please, please do.
Oh, Dave.
Okay, I think that wraps us up for this week. Thank you for joining us. Like, comment, subscribe, give us a review.
Episode 89.
yes.
In the
Oh,
bag.
you know?
actually, speaking of world travelers, though, Adam, our friend Adam, is in Peru at the moment. He sent me a photo. All he was looking for was a comic shop. He sent me a photo of the comic shop. And I'm like, oh, awesome, man.
A comic store.
The comic store,
Comic
sorry.
store said pictures of Spider-Man, Cap, and everything.
Yes. I'm like, oh, man, awesome. Was it any good? It's like, no, it's a clothing store.
That's not as good as the comic shop that was in Adelaide, and underneath it was just like a juice bar. It was a comic shop 4 years ago, but it's still there on Google. All the pricks.
That's great.
In Peru.
Yeah.
And,
Good luck,
was
champion.
it two others. There were two others.
Yeah, two others. He went to one, and it's out of business. So, hopefully, third time lucky for Adam, and he might find his comic shop.
Good luck,
Fingers
buddy.
crossed.
Hope they're all in
Keep me
Spanish.
updated.
See,
No, it probably will be.
I know. It'll be even that makes it funnier.
But when he sent me the picture, oh man, did I piss myself laughing
go.
when he said it's a shop.
That's awesome. Okay, we'll see you guys next week.
Bye.